Hi, I'm Kirin Daugharty. I wrote and illustrated Penny and the Penguin. It's about a little girl finds a penguin, tries to teach him how to fly. Years ago, I thought of the story when I was taking the zoo docent class, and they talked about a time when they had penguins at the zoo. And I thought, we had penguins, why don't we teach them how to fly? Before I was able to quiet that voice down, I had pen to paper, and I had a page full of illustrations of penguins and the starting of a good book. I hope you have a good time reading the story as much as I did writing and illustrating it. Penny and the Penguin by Kirin Daugharty. For Chris and the Sharon and Mike Foundation for so many reasons. Penny walked along the shoreline, wandering away from her field trip, when something caught her eye. It was black and white, shaped like a bowling pin, and heading her way. As it shuffled closer, she noticed it also had wings and a beak. It was a penguin! Watching the stubby bird struggle up the rocks, Penny wondered why penguins didn't fly like other birds. It sure would make life easier. I bet, she thought, that no one has ever taught them how to fly. She called to the penguin while grabbing a stick and drew a picture of a bird in the sand. Pointing at it, she asked, "Why don't you fly?" The squat bird had other ideas and pecked at a small crab that had wedged itself into a rock crevice. Penny wasn't an expert on flying, but she did have a couple books with her. How hard could it be, she proclaimed. Doesn't everything with wings fly? Determined with her new mission, she opened her book for the penguin and pointed to a picture of an eagle soaring through the sky. But the penguin only wanted to eat the picture of the fish on the opposite page. Penny thought for a bit. How else could she teach a penguin how to fly? Across the path, a set of swings rocked in the breeze that gave Penny another idea. She lay down across one of the swings and stretched out her arms. "Whee!" she said. She swung back and forth, flapping her arms like wings. Meanwhile, the penguin clumsily climbed up the ladder of a nearby slide and slipped down on his belly, landing with a poof in the dirt below. Over and over he slid. This made the penguin quite dirty. "I never thought it would be so hard to teach a penguin how to fly," sighed Penny. Aha! She noticed a beach across the way. It was dotted with ducks. "I will show him how real birds fly." As they approached the beach, paddling of ducks took off into the bright blue sky. Penny pointed at the ducks with her wings, pulled them higher into the air. But instead of flying in the sky like the ducks, the penguin played and splashed in the water. Penny kicked the dirt, feeling frustrated that she had failed to teach the penguin how to fly. Her teacher called to her. Defeated, Penny climbed back up the cliffs. She paused before rejoining her group. It was then she looked back to see the penguin swimming through the ocean and noticed something amazing. His wings flapped up and down just like a duck's, and he soared through the water like an eagle. A smile crept on her face as she realized he was flying. Penny gasped in wonder. He was so elegant. His graceful soaring was a far cry from the awkward struggle up the rocks. She ran back to tell the exciting news. "I taught a penguin how to fly!" Underwater, of course. The end. Here's some penguin fun facts. Did you know that there aren't any penguins in the North Pole? There are about 17 species of penguins found throughout the southern hemisphere, and only a few of them live full-time in the Antarctic regions. Most live in warm climates, such as the Humboldt penguin in South America, the fairy penguins in Australia and New Zealand, and the black-footed penguin in Africa. Galapagos penguins are the only ones who live north of the equator, but only slightly. Penguins have the same strong muscles as seagulls, but an ostrich and a kiwi do not. Can you think of why that would be? Penguins also have short, broad, closely spaced feathers to keep their water away from the skin, so they can stay warm and dry.